X Games Big Air, the most extreme event for BMXers and skaters alike. It brings great opportunity for new and innovative tricks, and at the same time comes with great risk for anybody who is daring enough to push the boundaries. In this video, I'll be taking you through 3 of the worst crashes in Big Air history, the backstories of the athletes, how they made it to professional level, and of course, their gnarly slams. Without further ado, I hope you enjoy. Danny Way, born on April 15th, 1974 in Portland, Oregon, spent his childhood in San Diego, California. He started skateboarding at only 4 years old at the Del Mar Skateboard Ranch, and by age 11, he would win his first contest, and shortly after receive a sponsorship from Vision Skateboards. In 1989, now at 15 years of age, he became the youngest rider to win a professional vert contest, and soon after would get to feature in his first major video appearances, Public Domain, Shackle Me Not, and Hocus Pocus. In 1997, he would set the first of several world records for the biggest air ever on a skateboard at 16 feet and 6 inches. In 2003, he surpassed his own record with an incredible height of 23.5 feet. But one of the real standouts of his career took place in 2005 when Danny Way became the first skater ever to jump over the Great Wall of China. At the time, it was the largest skate ramp ever constructed, split into 2 sections, the 65-foot tall roll-in and then the 40-foot kicker that propelled Danny across the 80-foot gap over the Great Wall. This is what would inspire the creation of the now legendary X Games Big Air ramp.
I knew it, I saw the coping right in front of my feet and my shins, and I was like, oh, here we go. Felt like raggedy Ann, like I was just like a rag doll, and I felt like the coping ripped my foot off.
Wanting to walk off on his own power as only Danny does.
And then the medics took me, in the back and started assessing my foot, and they're just like, dude, your foot is pretty much blown up, We don't recommend you go back up there. We think you should call it a day.
A pretty spectacular crash there from Danny Way. Amazing how he managed to walk away from that one. It's August 2019. The Summer X Games event is in full swing, and the BMX Big Air contest is about to reach its climax. The rider prepares to drop in, hoping to claim a gold medal in this legendary contest. That rider was James Foster. The crowd watches on, eagerly awaiting the final run of the night. What they didn't know at the time is that this would be the final run of BMX Big Air that they would ever get to witness. Born in 1992 in Redlands, Southern California, James Foster had a solid foundation in BMX racing and motocross at the age of 10. As he got older, he would start building dirt jumps with his friends around town. The local riders at the time were all talented dirt jumpers, most being a lot older than James, and naturally he looked up to them as inspiration, and he would ride all of their jumps, proving his talent at a young age. He then made the switch over to freestyle BMX while attending high school, and his BMX dreams led him to move to Greenville, North Carolina. For several years, he would then ride with and learn from the likes of Dave Mirra and Ryan Nyquist. In 2013, James would fulfill his childhood dream and finally make it to the X Games, and he would feature in the BMX Big Air event in Munich and would manage to finish in 8th place. The very next year, he would return, this time in Austin, and finished 3rd, winning the bronze medal and fully cementing his place as a BMX Big Air star. And that brings us to the 2019 Summer X Games. Morgan Wade, Ryan Williams and James Foster are all battling it out to find out who will bring home the gold medal from Minneapolis. R. Willie is currently in 1st place with a score of 93.66 after landing a 720 front flip over the gap into a front flip flare on the quarter pipe. Foster needs something huge to knock Ryan off of the top spot. he visualizes his gold medal winning run, a backflip triple tail whip into a quadruple down whip. Unfortunately, things did not go to plan.
Has the lead with the 93.66. James Foster sends it. So far, so good into the quarter pipe. James. But that is a hard hit.
As can be seen from R. Willie's reaction, this was a truly horrific crash. He just watched one of his best friends almost meet his demise. James was then carted off a ramp on a stretcher as the crowd applauded, not because they enjoyed what they had just witnessed, but because they were just glad he survived. A few weeks later, James posted this on his Instagram, showing an X-ray of his femur. The femur is the longest, heaviest, and strongest bone in your body. It takes tremendous force to break it, and Foster's was completely destroyed. But fortunately, he also shared the news that he had just gone through an operation to fit a new custom titanium hip, which would allow him to ride again. The wonders of modern medicine and technology. The year is 2007. The X Games skateboard big air event is in full swing, and the professional skateboarder Jake Brown is at the top of his game. He hopes to clinch the win by landing a 720 over the mega ramp for the first time. But then, this happened.
Oh man, that was the heaviest slam we've ever seen.
Born on the 6th of September 1974 in Sydney, Australia, Jake Brown was just your average kid. Not too athletic, not too into sports, but he would quickly develop a big interest in skateboarding. He lived in Sydney with his mother until the age of 12, by which time he had already become a talented young skater. He would remain in Sydney, now living with his dad, until the age of 16, when he left this arrangement with his father to relocate to Melbourne to follow his passion, and began skating with vert legends such as the Pappas brothers, Jason Ellis, and Gary Valentine. During an Australian tour in the mid-1990s, professional skateboarder Danny Way, the inventor of the legendary mega ramp, was so impressed by Brown's skateboarding that he actually encouraged him to relocate to the United States. Way explained in 2013, "The first time I met Jake, right then, I knew this kid has got some crazy talent. His ability to skate at 16 was abnormal, and it was obvious to me that Jake was going to be a future skateboarding star." He would then go on to win almost every single contest he entered within the next few years. From winning gold medals at the X Games, half-pipe ramp comps in Beijing, Paris and France, to being named by Transworld as a 2005 Vert Skater of the Year. It seemed like Jake was an unstoppable force, to the point where he was even immortalized as a video game character in the Electronic Arts Skate video game series, debuting in the spin-off Skate It and also appearing in the highly regarded sequel Skate 2. And that brings us to the 2007 X Games event, the contest that exposed Jake Brown to the entire world. You all know the story. He somehow walked away from arguably the gnarliest slam of all time. After winning silver the previous year, Jake prepares for his 5th and final jump of the big air competition. His routine will be judged based on difficulty and execution of the tricks. Currently in first place, he hopes to clinch the win by completing the first ever 720-degree turn in big air competition. He completes 2 360-degree revolutions, but lands too far to the left. He carves his board to the right to adjust his position, but this throws off his timing. As he goes airborne, he straightens his crouched legs, propelling him 30 feet away from the quarter pipe. Desperately, he flails his legs, hoping to situate his body for a rolling landing. Unfortunately, this doesn't work. He falls 45 feet onto the hardwood floor. The impact was so violent that Brown's shoes flew off his feet and landed several meters away.
Oh man, that was the heaviest slam we've ever seen.
Jake lays unconscious as a medical team rushes in. For 8 minutes, he is motionless, the crowd looking on in horror. Fortunately and miraculously, Jake regains consciousness and makes it back to his dressing room. His injuries included a fractured wrist, fractured vertebrae, bruised liver, bruised lung, ruptured spleen, and concussion. He was extremely lucky to survive. Hope you all enjoyed watching. Make sure to leave a like down below if you did, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss what's coming next. For now, I hope you all take care and have a great day. See you in the next one.